All right, 25 minutes before 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. There was a story 2 days ago, or maybe more than that now, about a lady who was in a nursing home or an assisted living, one of those places out in Texas, and it was flooded. And she was in a wheelchair, and the water was up to her lap, covering her lap. In other words, she was sitting in water, as were the rest of the residents there. Now, the reason I'm telling you this is because the management of the facility called the emergency personnel saying, hey, we're flooded, we need somebody to get us out of here. And the emergency management people had their hands full. And so while it may seem rude that they didn't just come right over, they had to have priorities. So the one facility was kind of left sitting in water. And the reason here, I'm getting to a point here, the daughter lives here in Florida, and the daughter called somebody, and they gave her the same kind of you're gonna have to wait story, and she couldn't wait. She did not accept that. So she took the photo and she put it on Facebook, and she made a big deal out of it. And wouldn't you know it, then next thing you know, people are over there helping out those people. Sometimes it just takes somebody to really say, you know what, we need help. We need somebody to help. This is it. Stephanie McGillis was with us last year. She's with us again this year, and she has a son who needs help. And the way she's asking us to help her is by something really fun, which is just playing in a golf tournament. Stephanie is the mom of Heston Dunham. Am I saying the name right, Stephanie? Good morning, Stephanie, by the way. How are you?
All right.
I know it's weird when we ask you, how are you on the air? And we already did this off the air, but that's the way. All right, you sent Joe a picture, and I'm going to put it up here. Let's see if I can get this on here. This is Heston. You have to turn your head sideways because I couldn't figure out how to rotate it the right way. But that's Heston, and that's obviously a hospital bed, right?
Yeah, that was from last week. Hess just spent 10 days in the hospital.
He looks exactly like you, by the way. How old is he?
He's 7.
Oh, my gosh. Yep. Isn't that a wonderful time of life?
Yeah.
So what's his life like?
It's his life. It's the life he was given. It's tough sometimes. Like I said, we were in the hospital. He went in last Monday, so that was the 21st. He woke up that morning very sick, and I took him to Monroe. And super long story short, we were there for about 12 hours at Monroe getting fluids and whatever, but they just couldn't stabilize him enough and take care of him comfortably enough, that because he's so complex. And they decided after about 12 hours in that they had done all that they could do for him, so they transported him by ambulance. We went, as they call it, hot, which was a little nerve-wracking. We went lights and sirens down to Orlando, and we ended up at Nemours, which is where he's treated for all of his...
What's it called?
It's Nemours Children's Hospital.
Nemours, okay.
And that's where he's treated.
You were in the ambulance too?
Yeah, oh yeah.
How fast were they going?
I guess a normal...
Oh, okay, normal speed?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I was so focused on him at that point, he wasn't even awake anymore, so it was a little...
Oh, my gosh.
It wasn't fun.
Tell us what's wrong.
Heston suffers from a bone marrow failure disorder, so has a whole lot of things wrong. His pancreas is failing. His... bone marrow is failing. He has osteoarthritis. He suffers from a series of infections all the time. I mean, they seem now to be coming back to back, which was why he was in the hospital. What would have been a normal cold for anybody else ended up with him in the hospital with 2 IVs in his hands and 4 different antibiotics, and he was in, and he was sick. I mean, he's still using his wheelchair because he can't quite. Yesterday actually was the first day that he did full on, like walking and playing and was up and about, but he crashed at about 8 o'clock last night and was done. But it is, as we say in our family, it is what it is.
Talk about him without the illness. What does he like to do? What are his interests?
Legos, Minecraft. playing, just being a kid. We
yeah,
homeschool,
yeah.
and we have a really great homeschool group here.
Do you homeschool because he's ill, or would you
Yes.
have done it anyway?
No. I think maybe, well, see, and that's a hard question now because it's the homeschool, our homeschool group is fabulous, and it's a really great system that we
Right,
have.
right.
The moms are great, the kids are great, and so there's enough of us that it works. So I don't know. I don't know
No,
if
that's an
he
interesting
hadn't-
answer.
Yeah.
It's an interesting. Is
Yeah.
he your only child?
No, I have a 22-year-old that,
It doesn't look possible that you could have a 22-year-old.
yeah, I have a 22-year-old that, interestingly enough, has gone through this whole process as well. We went through the whole
Oh, I remember you
stem
telling us
cell
this.
harvesting, and yeah.
And so he's completely healed? Or
No.
Oh, okay.
He's on maintenance chemo every day. He has his issues too,
Maintenance chemo. So this is considered a cancer or no?
It's a yes and no. It's in the cancer family, if that makes sense. It's in their blood. So it can, like with Heston's has the potential to go all the way into leukemia, which is what our biggest problem is right now, and why it's so important, and yeah, we're here to talk about the golf tournament, but it's also equally as important because it's not just a golf tournament that day. We're also doing a bone marrow drive because, when we came last year, we came specifically for the bone marrow drive, and we had a great turnout. It was a fantastic event.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, we did the bone marrow drive and the toy drive, which is what, we're going to do. He's decided that he wants to be Santa's helper again. While he was in the hospital, he said, I have to do this again because the kids are going to be in the hospital at Christmas, But he, the bone marrow aspect of this is so important because we still haven't found a match. Now, we were in here in December looking for a match, and here we are, and it's September, and we're almost a year later, and we still haven't found a match for Heston.
It's amazing to me. Robin and I both registered for the bone marrow registry. I think now that we're over 60, they don't consider us anymore. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, 61 is when
We
you're
stopped.
done.
But anyway, we signed up. So for a few years, we were eligible. We did it in our 50s, and
Yeah.
so we didn't know. But anyway, it's amazing because nobody ever called us.
Right.
And that's how rare it is.
Yes. Yeah.
So when you register, it's just it's not as common as blood types.
No, not at all. It's called the HLA, so it's the human leukocyte antigen. It's all about your DNA.
And the thing is this, you're serving all of us by just kind of underscoring the importance of signing up for the bone marrow registry, because a lot of us, I didn't even know there was a need for that.
Right.
And the only reason I knew it is because there was another story similar to yours that at that point in our lives, maybe 5 years ago now, Robin, it's been.
Yes.
And
It has been.
and all it was, for those of you who want to sign up for this thing, it's a cotton swab.
Yep, just
That's
a
it.
swab. Yep.
Now, when you actually are donating the bone marrow, there's a procedure, but I understand that's.
There's two ways. There's the peripheral stem cell blood draw, which essentially is just what it sounds like.
A blood draw?
Yeah, you're getting a needle in your arm. I mean, it's a little more in depth than that. You come in, they give you some drugs to boost your bone marrow to help you stay healthy going through the process and to make sure that your cells are extra healthy when they're giving them to the patient.
Wow.
And it's like you're set up on a machine like a dialysis machine. And the blood runs through, you keep your blood, but we take your cells, your stem cells, and those go to the patient. And then the other one, of course, is the hip extraction, where they actually go in and they take it from your hip. And you're put to sleep for that one, and it's an outpatient procedure. You're up and walking. You walk with a limp. I'm not going to lie, it hurts, but, in the scheme of things,
Did you do it? I mean, did you actually donate?
no, I can't.
Okay.
Because of my health reasons, I can't. But Heston gets the procedure done twice a year.
The same procedure that a donor,
Yes, he gets it done twice a year.
and that's because he needs it.
Right, he has to have it done to keep track of his cellularity in his bone marrow.
So if he got if you got the word that there was a donor, how would that change his life?
Drastically. The thing of it is, and I need to drive this point home, because when we find our match our search isn't over. And the reason being is because for whatever reason right now in our SDS community, our Schwachman-Diamond syndrome community, the boys are having a really hard time. The ones that have no match or are having a super hard time finding a match are just having a hard time. The transplants, they're not, I don't want to say not working, but they're just not doing what they should be doing. So they're going on to a second or to a third transplant. And so the boys, like I said, they're having a hard time. So although this gives us hope when we find our match, and we'll go through the process, and we'll start the process and we'll get this going, our hope is that his sticks and that this is it, and that he can go on to lead a relatively normal life, and he's going to grow up to be an old man. But we also have
Don't tell him that. He'll never want to grow up. I don't want to grow up to be an old man.
Right, but we also have
I'm even trying to stay away from that.
Right? We also have to have the realization and the wherewithal within us to keep moving forward and keep looking.
You're an amazing lady.
Even after.
You probably hear that a lot, but you really are. You're an amazing mom, an amazing lady. You're an inspiration for all of us. Stephanie, we have to take a little break. The good news for us is that we can help real easy just by playing golf. This is the morning of the Light Up Ocala event, right? Thank you. Oh, wow. Look at all that stuff on here.
November the 18th.
And whether you play or not, you can also be a sponsor. Who's he posing with right here? Gosh, he's famous. Look at him.
Oh,
it's like an Indian guy.
He is. He's the Cherokee chief. He actually gave him a blessing that day and allowed for us to use his picture on all kinds of stuff.
Look at the cute T-shirt. Will you marrow me? Will you marrow me?
Like my shirt says, do you have some marrow to sparrow?
Yeah, that is really nice.
So if you want to be a sponsor, I'm going to read the dollar amounts and have you tell us what you get for your sponsorship. This is of the golf tournament and the Bone Marrow Drive. So a platinum sponsor is $1,500. A silver sponsorship is $750. The dinner sponsorship is $420. The tea sponsorship is $100. The gold sponsorship is $1,000. Oh, I didn't read the right way. The bronze sponsorship is $550, and the beverage cart sponsorship. Now that's what I should do. I should sponsor the beverage cart. $300. And angel sponsorship is $50. So tell us what each of these sponsorships. What do I hate to ask you this way because it almost seems like we want something in return, but you do give us something in return. And what is it? Right.
Well, as you can see, your name is on there because I was hoping that we would have a sponsor by the time I came here today for the 1,500, and then maybe if we do come back in, if we do start picking up the sponsors and stuff, maybe we can get another, 5 or 10 minutes on here to be able to thank the sponsors that have come on board. But most of what any of these are going to get is everybody's going to get a 4-person team. Anybody that, with the exception of the angel sponsors and the tea sponsors. But the dinner, the beverage cart, the silver, the bronze, and the gold, you'll either get a 2 or a 4-person team to come in and play. I mean, that's only fair. Dinner, of course, is included. We have a hole-in-one game. A hole-in-one prize for somebody. Hopefully will win that one.
What is the prize? A car? Usually it's a car.
I wish. No, it's a trip to Hawaii.
That's pretty good.
There you go. That's better than a car.
It's a golf trip to Hawaii. So
nice.
Yeah. And then we've got, of course, you're going to have your advertisement there. We'll, have your banners up advertising that, you were your premier sponsor, however it is that we set it up. And then we have a website that is going to forever be running because we'd like to make this an annual thing.
Okay.
And the reason being is we have a lot of medical bills, a lot.
Yeah.
And even though we have insurance, and we do, we have Cigna, we have insurance, but we have a lot of bills that come out every month. Heston has surgery every 3 months.
Wow.
And, these things add up. and he has his formula for his feeding tube. Well, his feeding tube it costs us $1,000 a month out of pocket. So these are the things that we have to pay for. And it really starts to add up. So we'd like to make this an annual thing. Well, we have a website. It's really easy, hestonsheroes.com.
And there's an E in Heroes, by the way.
Right.
I just went to the website.
Yeah, hestonsheroes.com. And Heston's Heroes will have your logos and your information on the website, and it will stay there for 14 months. You're guaranteed 14 months of advertisement on our website. That website stays active all the time. I'm always throwing links at it from our Facebook page. And, so there's a lot of ample time to get advertisement. I'm always thanking people on Facebook. Prime example, Brick City and Dee Dee's Diner, those two came on board with tea sponsors, which I think is fabulous. I mean,
that is fabulous.
Yeah, no hesitation at all. And then we had, I approached George Sullivan with Pronto Pizza, wonderful man. He is paying for, I say paying, well, he is paying for it, but he's providing the dinner for
Nice.
for the golfers. So we're having baked ziti and garlic knots. And then
wonderful.
Ron Carr, the manager at the Olive Garden, is providing us with all the salad for all of the golfers. So we really are having a lot of people come out of the community and reach out, and they're doing their thing. I have a young lady. Her name is Holly. She is a realtor over in Daytona, and she bought a tea sponsor. And then Maisie Middleton, she's bought 4 tea sponsors, and she does TravelTheRock.com. She's a travel agent. So
Nice.
these are the things that, this is what you get. Aside from the fact that it makes you feel good that you're helping somebody out. And ultimately what I'd like to do is make this a nonprofit organization, because it's not just about Hess. It's about the other kids too. I mean, we have a lot of SDS kids, and I'd like to ultimately be able to turn some of this money back into the foundation, because there's just not enough research out there.
Well, you're educating us. I never even heard of, am I pronouncing it Swatchman-Diamond syndrome?
Schwachman-Diamond syndrome.
Schwachman, okay.
Yeah.
SDS for short. So let me take a little break, and then we'll be right back. If you are listening and you want to help, there's a couple of ways you can help. One is to buy a sponsorship, and it can be anything from as low as $50 to up to $1,500. No matter what you do, your name is going to get out there to the community about who you are and what your service is or what your product is. And it's an awesome thing to help out. And the rest of us, if you just want to go golfing, it's the morning of Light Up Ocala. I think it's a perfect combo day. If you say, you know what, I'm going to go golfing in the morning, and then I'll go get lunch, and then I'll go downtown and wait for the lights to come on.
Right.
It's a nice way to spend that day as we usher in the holiday season for a 7-year-old boy. And an amazing mom. Let's take a little break. If you have any questions, by the way, for Stephanie, you are welcome to call. The number is 622-9622. And may I ask you all to please do us a favor. The favor is to take the video podcast that we are recording right now and share it with everybody you can. Right now you can't because they're still making it, but it'll be online by 2 o'clock this afternoon. Robin will put it on the WOCA Facebook page, and it'll be on YouTube. And you can share it, because the more we share it, the more people hear about it. And in addition to finding golfers for the golf tournament and sponsors for the golf tournament, and people stepping up to the plate to register for the bone marrow drive, which, by the way, that's a piece of cake to do that. The other part of this is these videos go all around the world.
Right.
And you never know. There might be somebody out there who will register for the bone marrow up in Vancouver, who knows, and you'll find out about it, and that match will save little Heston.
Right.
Wow. All right. We are very touched by what you're doing. We'll be right back.
Weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Partly sunny today with a thunderstorm in the afternoon and evening hours. The high 90 to 93. Some clouds tonight, a low 73 to 77. Another afternoon thunderstorm tomorrow. Partly sunny otherwise. High of 84 to 89. And it does look like we'll have a couple showers and thunderstorms Sunday. Best chance is still in the afternoon. High 88 to 91. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Maggie Johnson.
Hi, I'm Seth with AA Lock, Dock, and Security. Have you ever thought about the locks or security on your house or business? Have you ever wondered why the keys to your new car cost so much? Well, at AA Lock, Dock, and Security, we can help with securing your valuables. We can even replace those expensive transponder keys. We can give you the knowledge that no one else will. Call AA Lock, Dock, and Security at 867-1965. That's 867-1965.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hi, this is Becky at Hello Gorgeous Salon. Let's get rid of those sun-damaged ends and faded out color and get into something rich and vibrant. It's time to get that new look started. So call today and set up your appointment at Hello Gorgeous Salon, 351-5358. Hello Gorgeous is a certified Brazilian blowout salon. We can tame those locks, leaving your hair healthy and shiny with a Brazilian smoothing treatment. And whether you're going on a job interview or out on a date, your hands do a lot of talking. Manicures are a must. Hello Gorgeous is a full-service salon, so let us help you make a great first impression. Call us today to set your appointment at Hello Gorgeous. Our number is 352-351-5358. Again, that's 352-351-5358. Hello Gorgeous is conveniently located in the heart of downtown Ocala, right next to the historic Marion Theater. And don't forget, we also do men and children's cuts too.
Hello, gorgeous.
The very best in quality is Captain T's Upholstery.
Hey, this is Dan. Let me ask you a few questions. Does your boat look better with the cover on? Has your car's interior seen its better days? Stop using a towel to cover up those rips in the golf cart. Isn't it about time you had it restored to better than new with a custom upholstery from Captain T? Captain T's Upholstery has been right here in Ocala for nearly 20 years, so they know how to make your ride one of a kind. Whether you want to take that classic ride back to a factory look or put your favorite sports team front and center, Captain T's Upholstery is who to call. 352-369-1810. That's 352-369-1810. Or stop by their location, 5030 South Pine Avenue in Ocala, just past the drive-in. And of course, don't forget to visit them on the web, CaptainTUpholstery.com.
The very best in quality is Captain T's Upholstery.
Website.
All right, we only have 2 minutes left. Stephanie McGillis is in the studio. Her son Heston Dunham is her son. He's 7 years old now, right?
Yes.
7. He is diagnosed with SDS, which is Shwachman-Diamond syndrome. Don't ask me. It's a bone marrow failure. That's all I know.
That's right.
But if you want to know more about it, I'm sure you could look it up or call. But we're talking today about a way that we can help, and not only help. It sounds like Heston's mission. What a really giving soul too. Last year was it closer to Christmas time last year you came in? And he wanted to be a Secret Santa.
Right.
Oh my gosh. So if you want to help out, there's a lot of funds that you can probably imagine when somebody has a serious disease, especially a child. So the golf tournament is a way to help simply by playing golf or by being a sponsor or both. And also, if you've never registered for the Bone Marrow Registry, Robin and I did as a result of another similar story about 5 years ago. You can't do it if you're over 60, right? Is that right?
Between the ages of 18 and 55, but if you're 55, you stay on the registry until you're 61.
Okay.
And you can go to dkms.org, and you can actually register online. They'll send you a kit in the mail.
Did you want to mention a bronze sponsor real quick?
I do. CCL Designs is one of our bronze sponsors, and they also put together our website for us, so I have to give them props and kudos. They did a fantastic job.
Stephanie, you're doing an amazing job. You've got your own health issues as well, we know, so thank you for what you're doing and for allowing us to help you.
Well, I appreciate it.
All right, we are up against the break. We will put this up online. Please share it. We'll be right back. This is WOCA Ocala.
Fox News Radio, I'm Chris Foster. Nearly a week after Hurricane Harvey's landfall in Texas, people are still being rescued from high water. Statewide, it's reported that 94,000 homes are damaged or